It's Jelle to throw first for the bullseye. Outside the bull. That's a 25. First leg, it's Tavis to throw first. Game on.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, and our next match on the stream. The young Englishman, Tavis Dudeny, takes on the 2006 Lakeside World Champion, the Cobra, Jelle Klaasen. And a change
81.
in the commentary box also. I am joined once again by Nick Rolls.
Good afternoon, everyone. Jelle Klaasen, also the #1 seed in the he's the number 1 in the rankings in the WDF, and therefore the #1 seed in this event as well. But
has
58.
Experienced success on this stage already this year when he won the Dutch Open.
Yes, indeed.
Added the Irish Open to his trophy cabinet
55.
a couple of months ago.
And he's already won his first game in this group as well.
57.
Beat Simon Dunn in his first game.
Yep, came from behind, 2-0 down.
He was, yeah. So win that 4-2. Tavis, on the other hand, lost 4-2 to Elliot Milk from the USA.
And he's not sour about it.
112.
Am I meant to laugh? Yeah, some very interesting first round games have already
59.
taken place in the men's tournament as well. Neil Duff, you would have seen on the stream, was scraped through 4-3 in his first game. Tavis here on 180. 140 will set him up nicely, and of course he's won the bull as well, so
135. Jelle, you require 150.
another treble 19. 60 leaves 90, treble 18
78. Tavis, you require 45.
for the first leg. His preferred method being 9 and double 18.
Yeah, that's game shot in the first leg. Tavis Dudeny, second leg, it's Jelle to throw first. Game
It's
on.
effective for Big Tav.
137.
The lanky one himself.
Yeah, we're not going to have too much spare time during this game. They throw at a good pace, both of these players.
81.
Had the pleasure of Jelle's company last night. We were discussing
100.
checkouts and why he decides to go certain ways and certain numbers, and I came away with the impression it was very much how I feel in that moment, rather than having set
100.
finishes, if you like. If you look at a Martin Adams or a Tony O'Shea, for example, you know how they're going to go
82.
on 1-2-1, whatever the weather. But Jelle makes our life interesting as a referee, let's put it that way.
Certainly does that.
140.
Just having a look at some matches. James Hurrell currently 1-1 with Jeffrey Bickema.
Having lost his first game,
58.
James Hurrell as well. So
Moreno Blom and Sean McDonald both 3-0 up at the moment. Kai Fan Leung 2-2 in his match with Michel van der Horst.
60. Jelle, you require 124.
Mark Barilli leads Patrick Peters by 3 legs to 2.
both of those guys won their first game as well,
44.
so that makes an interesting group.
require 120.
Andy Bartons from Belgium has played 2 and 1-2, so.
Jim Woodmeyer leads Misao Ohashi.
88.
3 legs to 2.
Jelle, you require 80.
80 for Jelle, and he needs to take this with Tavis sat on 32. Tops it is for Jelle.
Yeah, that's game shot in the
wow.
second line. Jelle Klaasen.
There's why he's number
Third
1.
leg, it's Tavis to throw first. Game on.
Experience of. There are many other players in this tournament that would have, the pressure would have been too much on that top. But for Jelle, he's been there and
70.
done that, got the T-shirt, hasn't he?
Very much so.
Luke Littler's already won twice.
177.
And a 177 from
Just wait.
Jelle. Just a little bit of a lag, I think.
Yeah, we've got the scores have gone into the scoreboard.
Well, whilst we once again wait for the Gremlins to sort themselves out, I'll go through some of the matches that are currently in play. We have Richard Veenstra, who's just taken to the hockey in his match. He's playing Robert Nelson. Kevin Luke from the United States, 1-0 up in his match. Ryuki Morikubo leads Thomas Junghans by a leg to nil. Gary Stone, 1 leg all in his match with Xavier Placosta of Catalonia. Greg Ritchie of Scotland, 2-0 up on Jens Larsson. Vander Stevenson of Scotland, 1-0 down to Ruben Orozco. Paul Mitchell, 1-0 up on Peter Stewart Sr. Leonard Gates has just begun his match with Jørgen Neser Thomsen of Denmark. Danny Lauby, 3-0 up in his match. James Hurrell finds himself 2-1 down to Jeffrey Beckema. But Danny Lauby has just won his match 4-0. Bruce Robbins 3-0 over Johnny Nice so far. Paul Lim currently playing his match. Alexander Masek leads 3 legs to nil in that one. Ricky Naumann of Sweden has won his match. Patrick Ellert.
Very quick update. Quick update for you. It's just a slight technical issue here. The feed from our Dark Connect. We have a person off stage that sits and puts the.
Tavis hit 70 and Jelle did a 177.
Correct now? Waiting for the scores anyway, so.
The technical gremlins continue. As Nick was alluding to, we do have a scorer off stage, and the scorer has indeed put in the correct scores, but just not filtering through to the screen on the stage for some bizarre reason. But we do have a few technical whizzes here who will get us back up and running in no time, I am sure.
I think what I would say, Anthony, is that, which will sound a little bit strange while we're having this slight technical issue, is that the system has worked flawlessly throughout the women's tournament, and to this point on the floor everything has been fantastic, and had lots of great compliments around how easy it's been to use the system, but also knowing when you're playing. And so we're just technical guys around us are running around. I'm sure they'll get us to a place where we can continue again in a second. But in the meantime, we can continue to look at the scores and results that are coming in, and also the league tables, if you like, if you want to call it that, from who's already played. Some quite interesting tables already shaping up. And that happened. It's very interesting, actually, Anthony, with the group stages. Of course, we seed the top, in the men's case, 64 players. They only maintain that seeding, if you want to look at it, if they win their group. Yeah. Because it's the person that comes out of the group at the top of the tree, so to speak, will go into the seeded place within the bracket draw. So it could be a very interesting situation. Where Eileen de Graaf, for example, has finished second in her group. She's now a wild card in the draw, for want of a better phrase. So
every chance you could play against a Bo Greaves in the first round.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we now have a plethora.
Yes.
A plethora of.
A smorgasbord of Dutch-speaking chaps who are trying to get us back up and running. Gary Stone finds himself 2-1 down now against Xavier Placosta of Catalonia.
It's interesting, we were discussing yesterday who we thought was playing well at this particular moment coming into it, and Gary Stone was one of the names on our list. But he was playing extremely well. Ireland, there were 3 tournaments in Ireland. He won the Killarney Open on the Friday, then he got to the semi-final, I think, of the Irish Open, and then the final of the high-performance Irish Classic. So had an extremely good weekend in Ireland and comes in obviously full of confidence, but it's a bit of a wait for the guys, I suppose. They've watched the women playing. A lot of the men were in the venue watching the ladies, and it's a bit different because when you normally go to a WEF tournament, the men and the ladies are playing at the same time.
Yep, exactly that.
And so it's slightly different. So it's a preparation.
You probably find more often than not that the men start before the ladies.
Yes. Yeah, very true. Very true. That's true. So slightly different. It's all in the preparation, I guess.
Very true. Moreno Blom has been victorious in his match in Group 13, a 4-2 win over Witold Lewandowski.
Nice to see Jeffrey de Graaf here as well. I had a bit of a chat with him downstairs. Now, of course, playing for Sweden.
Indeed, yes.
Moved to Sweden 2 or 3 years ago, I think, just before COVID, if I'm not mistaken. It's great to see him here.
Well, the question that I have for you that I posed to Marco earlier.
Oh.
Is he a Dutch Swede or a Swedish Dutchman?
I think it... Was he in the egg or was he in the chicken?
Well,
yes.
That's not for me to say.
No, exactly. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Please come back. Please hold. There's another name in the draw. Justin van der Houw. How good was he as a youth?
Oh, he was fantastic. I actually spoke to him briefly earlier on. His mum Miranda here supporting as always. Oh, now Marco has engaged in a bit of dialogue with the boys. That could mean we're ready to go again.
I believe I heard him say that we've had 6 starts each and we're back up and running again. And we've just had the thumbs up from our director to say that all is good. And they're going to, at the point that...
Outstanding work getting us back up and running, gentlemen.
Yeah, indeed.
And we continue.
We go back on. I think whilst it will undoubtedly have been frustrating for the players, they were in a bit of good rhythm.
81.
They played, 2 legs. The only thing you can say, it's the same for both players. It's not as though anyone's gained an advantage from it because they were both playing at a reasonable level. It was 1-1 and it was, hang on. We seem to have stopped again. Guys.
Well, I actually think that we've lost communication with the ref now because Marco has called a couple of scores there and we haven't heard them. Oh. I don't know where Marco's going. There's no one back there that's going to help you.
James Hurrell is now 3-2 down to Jeffrey Bakema. And this is for James, having lost his first game. It's a real challenge now.
It has it all to do. 4-1 win for Andreas Harrison in an all-Swedish affair. Then in Group 42. Evander Stevenson of Scotland 3-2 up now on Ruben Orozco, who was 2-1 down. Evander's not been feeling his greatest the past few days. Was a couple of hours away from not coming at all, he tells me, but he's here and he's battling as James Hurrell makes it 3-3. Nick has left us. He's off to try and assist with the getting of everything back online. Not entirely sure what's occurred, but Marco was attempting to shout scores through the mic and, well, we just couldn't hear him. Like I say, I'm sure we'll have it sorted. Wesley Plaisier, Welsh, very good. Dutchman, 3-0 up on South Korea's JNO. Wesley averaging 83.5. Neil Duff is playing his next match against Eric van Manen, 3-1 up. Jeffrey de Graaf 1-0 up in his match. Davy Kirwan has won his match against Jim Fitzsimmons of the USA, a 4-1 win for him. Gary Stone 3-2 up against his Catalonian opponent. James Hurrell, Jeffrey Beckema 3-3. James Hurrell has 40 left. 3 darts at tops with Jeffrey Beckema on 58. And it's James Hurrell, third dart, takes out tops. He will take the win there, 4 legs to 3. I think Tavis has just saw himself on TV there, thought he'd give himself a wave. Very good youth player was Tavis. Semi-finalist in the past year in the British Open Youth and the England Open Youth, as well as the World Championship qualifier for the boys. And then made the final of the Isle of Man Open Youth this year, where he lost to Luke Littler, the boy who seems to be winning most things youth. And Jelle, who won the Irish Open, as I say, on the way to that title, defeated Anthony Donohoe, Mike Warburton, Kai Fan Loon, Gary Stone, Ryan Hogarth and Dylan Slevin. So didn't have it easy at all. Also had the quarter-finals of the Swedish Open where he lost to Kai Fan Loon, and the semi-finals of the Swedish Masters where he lost 4-2 to England's Anthony Allen. Reached the last 32 of the Europe Cup singles. We lost to Norway's Kåre Dekker. And here at the World Masters, he's played one game already. And it was a lot more straightforward than this one. Defeated Simon Dunn of Northern Ireland with a 4-2 victory, 87 average. is a healthy chance that there may be a slight break on stage matches after this one, just so we can iron out all these issues and make sure that they don't happen again.
So, 6 starts from now again.
Everything seemed to work fine during the ladies' competition, but just a little technical gremlin or two to keep us interested. As Gary Stone now 3-3 in his match against Xavier Placosta. And yes, it looks like this is it. We are ready to go. A clash of fists. And we are off once again. So
59.
oh no, Jelle.
140.
Considering there was quite a lot of time in between throws.
81. Jelle
On a couple of
require
occasions in
88.
this leg. Jelle 88 after 9. That looks to be
48.
two singles. Thought the second one was possibly in the treble. But tops when he comes back. Tavis back on 210. And he will have a half decent. Oh, great darts from
123.
Tavis,
Jelle, you
didn't he?
require
Puts
40.
the pressure on Jelle Klaasen. Double 10. Yes.
That's game shot in the third
A
leg.
break of
Jelle
throw
Klaasen.
for the former world
Forward
champion.
leg, it's Jelle to throw first. Game on. $44. $81. $96. $59. $60. $60.
Oh, it's happened again. Would you believe it? Oh, no.
60 from Tavis.
We're back. It's just a... oh, it took a couple of seconds this time. There we go. Please let that be the last one.
59.
This is not good for the players. It's also out with the control of the organisers. It's just a technical glitch that... oh, Tavis. It could be the internet, the broadband connection. It could be any number of things, but... yep, players appear to be losing their patience now. Marco has down tools. He's probably also had enough. Around the boards, Thomas Junghans 3-2 down at the minute against Ryuki Morikubo. Ben Hazel 3-2 down against Rudy Savilcol of Belgium. Gareth Chambers, Northern Ireland team manager, but also playing in this World Masters, 2-2 with Henrik Ettrup. A name from the past, Marco Cantelli, 3-3 at the minute with Dustin Holt of the USA. Mike Gillett is just going on to start his match against Stephen Russell. Jeffrey de Graaf 3-1 up at the moment. Alex Bassetti of Ireland has just won his match against Yanis Kirstein. Matthew Smith, 4-0 win over Michel Boulet of France. Joe Cheney from America, currently winning his match by 3 legs to 1 over Tony Hubner. Luke Littler currently playing his match. 2-1 over Stephen Phillips at the minute. Andrew Johnson 1-1 with Big Jimmy Van Schie. Having a look at the group standings at the minute. Jelle Klaasen currently top of his group, although all players have only played one. We're halfway through the third match in the group, and we have reached a bit of an impasse at the moment. Neil Duff tops Group AB at the moment, with Eric Van Manen in second. Jeffrey Beckema tops Group AC, with James Hurrell currently sitting in third. Andy Battens tops his group. Chris Landman tops his. Mark Barilli has won 2 games out of 2 and is top of Group AF. Luke Littler top of Group AG. Danny Lowby top of Group AH. Robbie Phillips and Thibaut Tricol first and second respectively in Group AI. Robbie Phillips hasn't been playing much darts the past couple of years. He's only really here, but he qualified, but he wasn't going to come until his brother also qualified. So he said, well, I'll come with my brother, look after him, and there you have it. He's now top of his group. Alexander Merckx tops Group AJ, Darren Johnson in AK. James Richardson currently second in his group. Philippe Sebesta tops the group. Houston van ter Gouw in third. Marino Blom tops Group AM. Anthony Allen in AN. Martin Turner tops Group AO. Richard Veinstra tops Group AP. As
140.
the lads have finally started throwing again, so here's hoping it lasts a bit longer this
130.
time.
Jelle require
Super darts from
102.
Tavis Dudeny to leave 2 18s.
94.
That's
Tavis
a good leave
requires
as well from
36.
Jelle. Puts a bit of pressure on Tavis, who has double 18.
Yeah, that's
And
game
takes
to the
it,
fourth
so
lag.
2-2.
Tavis Dudeny. Fifth lag, it's Tavis to throw first. Game on.
Let's see what Tavis can do.
100.
Starts with a ton.
59.
You can't blame both these guys for being a bit
60.
miffed, if you like. No one's fault, really. Just a, as I say, a technical
47.
glitch. Could be the Wi-Fi, could be anything, but
140.
thankfully we are back up and running. And Tavis Dudeny playing extremely well since we have
57.
started.
95.
Really, really good stuff from young Tav.
96. Tavis, you
Miles
require
in front of this
106.
one. This could be a 15 dart leg if he takes this out. Yep, double 18.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
game set in the
yes.
fifth lag. Tavis Dudeny, six
What an
lag, it's Jelle
absolutely
to throw
fantastic
first.
check
Game
out.
on.
From Tavis Dudeny.
125.
One excellent start from Jelle.
85. 58.
I do believe that Gary Stone has won his second match by
81.
4 legs to 3. We were keeping an eye on that during the brief hiatus we had in this match.
30.
Ben Hazel currently 3-all in his match. Jeffrey de Graaf leading 3-1.
100.
Paul Mitchell, the birthday boy, currently 1-1 with Salvador Cabrera.
134.
Excellent darts from Jelle Klaasen there to leave himself on 154.
75. Jelle, you require 154.
So here we go. Another one of those. Tops for a 154.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's game shot in the
yes.
6th leg. Jelle Klaasen.
An
7th and
excellent
final
finish
leg.
from
It's
Jelle
Tavis to
Klaasen.
throw first.
154.
Game
257s and a tops. Outstanding stuff from
95.
the former world champion. 95 start from Tavis, not bad at all.
41.
Only 41 in response.
$57. $140.
Yep, excellent ton 40.
59. 100.
220 please, 290. Another one of those.
95.
So it should be Klaasen first to the finish, barring a catastrophe. Indeed it will be.
140.
Oh, that's excellent darts from Jelle. 80 when he returns. Tavis does the right thing, going for 19s on 195. Oh, he's
47.
maybe rushed that last start a little
80.
bit. 20 for tops for Klaasen. Tops it is for a 4-3 win.
60.
No.
Tavis, you require
So
148.
Tavis with the chance, 148, and why not? He's played well, all things considered. And it's on, another one. No.
140. Jelle, you require 20.
Double 10. Double 5 now for Jelle. Oh, he's pulled it
15.
down. Tavis Dudeny. 3
Tavis, you
darts in hand
require
at double
8.
4 for a remarkable 4-3 victory. Two in hand. Double 2 now.
4.
Oh dear.
Jelle, you require 5.
You can see how annoyed he is at himself. Oh, exhibition shots from the former world champion. Double 1. Yes, that'll do it.
Shots and a match.
Double
Jelle
1, single
Klaasen.
1, double 1. A shake of hands, probably the longest game we'll see on stage this weekend. 4 legs to 3, a win for Jelle Klaasen. Outstanding stuff from young Tavis, but it is Jelle Klaasen. Closes out a 4-3 victory.